Loneliness in a connected world. The solitary life of middle-aged individuals in modern society. In modern society, as family and marriage values continue to evolve, a growing group of middle-aged singles is becoming a notable phenomenon. According to a study by the American Institute for Family and Social Research, the percentage of singles in middle age, 45 to 64 years old, rose from 22% in 1970 to nearly 40% in 2020. This number is even higher in larger cities, reflecting a profound shift in perceptions of marriage and relationships. Living alone is no longer seen as rare or shameful. It is now regarded as a personal choice in the context of rapidly changing social values and views on marriage. However, alongside the freedom, independence, and personal development opportunities that single life provides, it also brings significant challenges, particularly feelings of loneliness, psychological pressure, career and financial concerns, and health changes. So, how can middle-aged singles overcome these feelings and find happiness in life? Is it possible to build a fulfilling and complete life without relying on a romantic relationship? Studies have shown that maintaining social connections, taking care of oneself, and developing personal interests are key factors in alleviating loneliness and fostering happiness. Beautiful Life and Better Health Channel will delve into the ways middle-aged singles can reclaim joy and meaning in their lives. The change in values and perceptions of marriage. In the past, marriage and family were essential norms in everyone's life. Today, in modern society, this notion is undergoing a profound change, especially in large cities, where the value of marriage and family is no longer considered the only standard. According to a study by the National Institute of Family and Social Research, the marriage rate in developed countries, particularly in large cities, has significantly declined in recent decades. In the U.S., the marriage rate dropped from 72% in the 1960s to around 50% in 2020. Bureau of Labor Statistics, 2020. Many middle-aged individuals choose to live alone, even rejecting marriage, to enjoy personal freedom and self-development. According to a 2020 survey by Pew Research Center, nearly 25% of women and 18% of men aged 45 to 54 in the U.S. were living alone. For various reasons, ranging from focusing on their careers to feeling that marriage is not necessary. The causes of this change can be attributed to several factors, including shifts in social values, personal careers, and gender equality standards. Today, many people, especially women, choose to build their careers and develop themselves rather than commit to marriage. Marriage is no longer seen as a mandatory step in life, but rather a personal choice, which has led many middle-aged individuals to live alone, sometimes for life. A prime example is the case of Sarah, a 48-year-old woman living in New York City. After divorcing 10 years ago, Sarah decided not to remarry. Instead, she focused on her work and personal hobbies, such as traveling and learning to paint. Although she has many friends and supportive family members, Sarah feels content with her single life. "I don't need a romantic relationship to feel complete. The freedom to do what I love and develop the things I want is the most important thing to me," Sarah shared. The feeling of loneliness and psychological challenges. Although the choice to live alone can provide freedom and independence, many middle-aged individuals still face feelings of loneliness, especially as they enter the stage where aging becomes more apparent. Studies show that single individuals, particularly those in middle age, are at a higher risk of psychological disorders and mental health issues such as depression and anxiety. According to a 2021 study by the World Health Organization, WHO, single adults, especially those in middle age, are at a higher risk of psychological disorders and mental health problems, including depression and anxiety. The feeling of loneliness, without a partner to share life with, can lead to negative psychological and health consequences. A study by Harvard University on happiness, part of the Harvard Study of Adult Development, shows that prolonged feelings of loneliness can lead to serious health issues, ranging from high blood pressure to a weakened immune system. The study also indicates that positive social relationships are a key factor in maintaining mental and physical health throughout life. For middle-aged singles, lacking family and romantic relationships can create a void in their emotional life, making them feel deprived and vulnerable. John, a 52-year-old man living in Los Angeles, faced severe loneliness after his partner passed away 5 years ago. Although he has children and friends, John still feels a lack of connection and sharing in his daily life. The feeling of loneliness is always with me, especially in the evenings when everyone else is with their families, John shared. After joining a singles support group, John improved his mental well-being and learned how to connect with others. Participating in the group helped him realize that he was not alone and that he could build other social relationships to make up for the absence of his partner. Career and finances. Independence but also anxiety. One of the advantages of a single life is financial independence and the ability to focus on one's career. They can easily manage their time, invest in career development, and achieve personal accomplishments. According to research by the Economic Policy Institute, middle-aged singles tend to save and manage finances better, as they do not have to share family expenses or raise children. This creates an opportunity for singles to focus on their careers and invest in personal goals. However, despite financial independence, middle-aged singles face concerns about aging. They will not have relatives or a partner to care for them as they grow older. A study by AARP, American Association of Retired Persons, shows that more than 50% of middle-aged singles worry about financial issues in their later years, particularly healthcare costs. This anxiety can affect their quality of life even in the present. Alice, a 50-year-old woman, has worked in the finance industry for 25 years. Although she has a solid career and has saved enough to live comfortably, Alice still worries about healthcare costs in her later years. I can be financially independent, but I always worry if I'll have enough money for healthcare when I need it. Alice said. She has started participating in long-term health insurance plans and consulting with financial experts to secure her future. Health changes. Independent, but in need of care. As people enter middle age, their bodies begin to change, and health becomes a growing concern. Middle-aged singles may face difficulties when they don't have family members or a partner to care for them during health issues. A study by the World Health Organization, WHO, shows that people who live alone, especially singles, are at a higher risk of chronic diseases such as cardiovascular conditions, high blood pressure, and diabetes, partly due to the lack of support in maintaining a healthy lifestyle. Additionally, middle-aged singles must manage regular checkups and handle health emergencies on their own. This can cause stress and anxiety, adding physical and mental pressure because they don't have loved ones nearby to share these challenges. Michael, a 55-year-old man living in Chicago, experienced a mild heart attack last year. Although he has children and friends who care about him, he felt a lack of support during the early days of recovery. When I was in the hospital, there was no one by my side to help, and that's when I realized how important it is to have a loved one nearby. Michael shared. He began participating in a community support program, where people exercise together and focus on healthcare. The desire to build a new family is an important aspect for many middle-aged singles. Whether they are seeking independence, or freedom, or have already been through a previous marriage, for these individuals, searching for a romantic relationship or a new family is not only a longing for love but also a desire to reconnect, seek stability, and build a solid foundation for their later years. The desire to build a new family, the yearning for love and connection. Although modern society has changed the way we view single life, the desire for a new family remains present in the hearts of many, especially those who have experienced marriage or have been single for a long time. According to a survey by the Pew Research Center, nearly 40% of middle-aged singles wish to find a long-term relationship to build a family, even though they may not necessarily view it as a traditional marriage. A typical example is the story of Tim, a 50-year-old man living in Seattle. After his divorce 10 years ago, Tim spent many years focusing on his career and raising 2 children. However, as his children grew older and left home, Tim began to feel a void in his life and started to desire a new relationship. "I've always felt like something was missing in my life. I love my work and my family. But a partner, someone to share all the joys and sorrows with, is what I truly long for, Tim shared. After participating in a few online dating sessions, Tim eventually met Lisa, a woman of the same age, and the two decided to build a small family of their own. A study by the National Marriage and Family Project shows that although many middle-aged people choose to live alone, about 25% of them still wish to remarry or find a partner. They seek a relationship not only for love but also for the need to feel safe and stable, and have someone to share the burdens of life with. This is especially important when they face health issues, financial difficulties, and feelings of loneliness. Building a new family, challenges and opportunities. Although there is a desire to build a new family, starting a relationship in middle age is not easy. Studies show that finding a suitable partner in middle age requires patience and different criteria. According to research from the National Marriage and Family Project, people in middle age typically look for a partner with similar values and goals, but also someone who can understand and share the rich life experiences each person has gone through. One of the biggest challenges that middle-aged singles face when wanting to build a family is accepting differences, especially when both parties have children from previous marriages. Getting to know and building relationships among the members of the new family can create some difficulties. However, this is also an opportunity to learn, grow, and create new connections, laying the foundation for a more diverse and harmonious family. One of the biggest challenges that middle-aged singles face when wanting to build a family is accepting differences, especially when both parties have children from previous marriages. Getting to know and building relationships among the members of the new family can create some difficulties. However, this is also an opportunity to learn, grow, and create new connections, laying the foundation for a more diverse and harmonious family. Nancy, 49, divorced after 20 years of marriage and raising 3 children. In the first few years, she chose to live alone to take care of herself and her children. However, as her children gradually grew up, Nancy began to feel a desire for a new relationship, a new family. After joining a support group for divorced people, Nancy met Mark, a man who also had children from a previous marriage. The two decided to start a relationship and rebuild their family. Nancy shared, "We are not just two adults looking for love. We are creating a new family where we can share love and care with each other's children." The desire to build a new family is a longing shared by many middle-aged singles. Although there are psychological challenges, differences in perspectives, and external factors such as former families and children, it is love and connection that serve as the major driving force for them to start anew. They are not only seeking a romantic relationship but also a true home, where love, sharing, and responsibility can be built together. Regardless of age, the desire to create a new family is not just about filling the emptiness inside but also an opportunity to refresh oneself, open the heart, and rediscover happiness in healthy, fulfilling, and complete relationships. Living a single life in middle age, while offering freedom and opportunities for personal growth, is not without its challenges. Feelings of loneliness, concerns about finances, and health, and the difficulties of building a new family are all factors that middle-aged singles must face. However, with changing views on marriage and family, as well as the increase in new social connections, finding happiness in an independent life is not something unattainable. It's not relationships that define our worth. It's we who create that worth. Oprah Winfrey. This quote from Oprah Winfrey emphasizes that our self-worth does not depend on whether we have a romantic relationship or a traditional family. It is we who determine the course of our lives. Middle-aged singles not only need to seek love or stability, but also need to build meaningful connections, take care of themselves, and develop personal interests, as seen through research and real-life stories. If they know how to overcome feelings of loneliness, build lasting relationships, and prepare financially and physically for the future, they can absolutely lead a fulfilling life, rich in love and sharing. The desire to build a new family is completely natural. It is also a journey worth appreciating. While they may face challenges in seeking and maintaining relationships, what matters is that middle-aged singles can find their way to enrich their lives not only by connecting with others but also by creating a home, no matter the form it takes. Happiness doesn't always come from a traditional family, it can come from the connections between people, self-care, and the ability to live a full and meaningful life, no matter what age you are. Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your actions. Dalai Lama. The words of the Dalai Lama affirm that happiness is a journey, and we can create it by actively building good things in our lives, regardless of the circumstances. We appreciate you taking the time to watch our video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on our latest content. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. You're awesome. Thanks for your support.